In this video, I'm going to give you a live demo of Kube Janitor, which is a very nifty tool to clean up Kubernetes resources on a configured TTL, which is time to live, or a configured expiry date, which is absolute timestamp. It processes all namespaces and all namespace resources, including custom resource definitions, and will delete them if the janitor slash TTL annotation or a TTL rule indicates the resource has expired, or if the janitor slash expires annotation marks the resource as expired. In order to install it, you just need to go to its GitHub repo and download its the whole repo, which you can download as a zip, unzip it in your local folder, then go to your folder like I have done in this VS Code and simply run kubectl apply-k and deploy. And I'm already logged into my Kubernetes cluster, which is AWS EKS cluster. Now, all it is doing is using kubectl to apply all the YAML manifests of this kube janitor. Let's wait for it. It sometime it takes a bit of a time to get everything applied. So let me pause this video and come back when that's completed. Okay, the Kube Janitor installation is done. As you can see, it has installed one service account, role and role binding, config map, and a simple deployment. We also need to edit this deployment because by default it's just dry run, just as a safety precaution, which actually is a good thing because sometimes you don't want to delete your Kubernetes resources on TTL. So let's edit this deployment and remove that dry dash run parameter. As I said, it sometimes it just takes a bit of a time to open, so it has opened it here. So I'll move it here. So let's do Control F and try just to search where the dry run is. As you can see, there is a dry run argument which I'm going to remove from here. Let's double check if there is any other. Okay, so there is also a dry run here. So let me actually remove this parameter from here. So I have just removed it and I will simply cancel it, save it, and that's it. So it has edited and redeployed it, which is great. Now run. Now I'm going to show you how to use janitor in action. So let's first run a temporary nginx pod, which is simply the kubectl run command and um, nginx deployment and pod it is running. And then as a second, that is done, I'm going to annotate it with janitor TTL, which I'll show how we do it. So let's quickly check kubectl get pod. So as you can see, it is still creating and it is running now. Okay, so it is all good, which is great. Let me clear it. Okay, that's surprising that it is still not ready. I just want to get it ready. So I've just put in the W command just to wait on it. Okay, that is good. It is running now, which is great. So as you can see, I'm now annotating this deployment temp dash nginx with janitor TTL of 5 minutes. Let me put it 1 minute so that we won't have to wait for long. So I have just annotated that as a 1 minute, and then I will come back after 1 minute to double check that it's running. Okay, where I have done temp dash nginx. Okay, it says it doesn't found and hasn't found any deployment. Let me quickly check if deployment is there. I'm running kubectl get deploy. Okay, so it hasn't annotated the deployment because it hasn't created a deployment because we just created the pod here. So let me annotate it and annotate the pod instead of deployment. So I have just annotated the pod in this case. Okay, the pod has been annotated, and as you can see, it is still. Sorry, I needed to do the kubectl pod instead of deployment. Okay, so as you can see, it is running now. Now let me pause the video and come back after 1 minute to see if it terminated or not. Okay, I am back. I have now, okay, as you can see, it just did the termination after 1 minute, which is correct. So this is how Kube Janitor works. And there could be a lot of use cases where um, you don't want your pod or deployment to be running for a long, long time after you have deleted them or removed them, or if you want them to be removed after a certain period of time. So all you need to do is to just install this Kube Janitor and then annotate your deployments or pod with Kube with just janitor slash TTL, put the time limit, and that's it. I hope that you found it useful. If you have any feedback or comments, please put them in the comment section. Thank you.